Beautiful people, my name is Malibu Oljon Cindy, and today we're talking about why married women do not like sex. And I'm going to be very honest with you guys. I got married when I was 28 years of age, and I'm celebrating my 30th year in marriage. I am still learning a lot of things I don't know. I haven't figured out other things, but yes, I know and accept that I have figured out some of the things that were bothering me. So my husband and I got married when we were still young. We were still young. I mean, even now we are still young. And there was a point in my life just after we got married, few months after we got married, I felt like sex is a job. And you know what I mean by a job? A job is something that you do because you have to, but it's not fulfilling. And with me being a life coach and a motivational speaker, and I write books and I teach people, and I have an analytical type of, I like to analyze things. So a few months down the line, I found myself not being fulfilled in my sexual life. I love my husband. I loved him. I still love him even today. But sexual life, I was not. And it was not because of him. It was just me feeling like it's a job. And I know most of women think, actually, I did a research. I would always talk to women and they would say, and then we have to go to the bedroom and then and if you are out there feeling like sex is a job, let's just talk, me and you, okay? We're going to be very honest. It's I think somebody needs to talk about these things. So few months down the line, I get married and I feel like sex is a job, and I'm asking myself, why is it that I'm feeling this way? I've never felt this way before I got married. I mean, I have been in the world, guys. I'm not some angel coming from heaven down to earth. I've been in the world and I know what I like and what I don't like, but sex was not part of the things that I don't like. Okay, so I was just asking myself, what is it that I am doing wrong? First thing first, I was doing things that were not fulfilling to me and were affecting my sexual life. And this is what most women do. Because when we get married, we automatically, the belief systems that we have been, things that we have been hearing about marriage automatically gets activated, and we call them belief systems. So belief systems are things that says a woman must be in the kitchen cooking and cleaning, and then a man must be where, and then roles and all these things. And now, because we are working, I mean, I was working out, going to the gym 2 times a day, and I had a job. I still have a job. And I had companies that I had people that I was mentoring, and I still have people like that. And I had a lot of things that I was doing, and then I had to come back home again and cook and clean, and then come back to bed and now make love to my husband. So it was not that I was not making love to him, but I was just doing it because, just for peace sake. You understand? But deep inside of my heart, I knew that I don't like doing what I'm doing. But because I was doing things that were not fulfilling. When I was a girlfriend, actually, I had to go back to finding myself as a girlfriend to my husband. When I was a girlfriend, my husband knows I do not like work. I do not like doing chores. That's me. I don't like chores. You can even ask my sisters at home. I don't like cooking. I don't like cleaning. I don't like those type of things. I don't feel like I am supposed to be doing those things. But now when we get into marriage, because those belief systems, but it's saying we have to iron and cook and do this for our husband. Now you are trying to be a superwoman, and on the other hand you are working out, on the other hand you have businesses, on the other hand you have, when you get to the bedroom, you are actually tired. And if you have been feeling like sex is a job as a married woman, you are doing something wrong. One, you are overworking yourself. So I had to sit down with my husband, and I told him, before we got a kid, I told him and I said, I don't like doing this, and I don't like doing laundry. I don't like these things. But because I don't want to hire somebody to do it for now. Can we do it together. So my husband and I were in agreement that we cook together, we do everything together. And to be very honest, it has helped us in our sexual life. Now I didn't neglect my sexual life and say I'm just doing it for him. I was also benefiting, and I was also, fellowshipping with my husband, being intimate with my husband, and actually looking forward to it. So if you have been feeling like sex is a job, number one thing that you're doing, you are actually overworking yourself. You are not a superwoman. You need to know that, you know what, if I don't want to cook and my husband doesn't want to help me, okay, let me hire somebody else to assist me. Let's hire somebody else to assist us with this part, because sex is actually important. Number two, that we are doing wrong as women, we're thinking that sex is for men. We are turning this thing and making it as if sex is for men. Men benefit from sex and we don't benefit. If sex was for men, God was not going to give us the private part. So sex is for both people, both husband and wife, to enjoy. And this is what is interesting. Just when people get married, they now feel like, "Oh, it's too much, I can't have sex, I can't." But now you are given a stamp. God has given you a stamp to have sex whenever you want to. And now you feel like, it's too much of a job, I've been doing it for a long time. You need to work on your sex life, and you need to understand, change your view on sex. Sex is not for a man, it's for both people. Number three, another thing, sex to a man and sex to a woman is different. So women want to be emotionally happy. They want to have that emotion that they are happy so that they can have sex. And we take that responsibility to our husbands. Our husbands must make us happy before we can have sex with them. This is where we're getting it wrong. We are giving our husband a responsibility of making us happy when we cannot make ourselves happy. Your emotional well-being, even though he's your husband, your emotional well-being is your responsibility. You need to make yourself happy. Your husband is going to step on your toes 3-4 times, whatever. He's going to step on your toes. You need to make sure that when, as a woman, you are happy for yourself, not for him. So that when it comes that time when you guys have to be intimate, you don't expect him to make you happy first and activate some cells in you. You are responsible for your own emotional well-being. Number 4, stop doing a uniform type of a thing, that at 9 o'clock we're going to bed and going to have sex. I with me personally, okay, let me not say stop. If it's working for you, you can do it. But if it's not working, no, I don't like a uniform thing that at 10 o'clock now or on Monday we having sex, Tuesday we not having sex, Thursday no. There's no timetable. We can have sex every day, anytime we want, anywhere we are. That's me. And that's what I had to sit down with my husband and said, I don't like uniform things. I want to be intimate anywhere where I can. And this is what we need to understand as women. We need to introduce some spices. If you feel like, oh Lord, is that time? No, I don't want it. No, you need to give some aromat, put some aromat in your sexual life, and know that it's also going to benefit you and your husband. And actually, there's a couple that came to me that wanted counseling. Bear in mind, I don't counsel couples. I don't do relationship coaching. I do not. I am not even qualified for that. But because of the work that I do, this couple wanted me to come and talk to them and see if there's a problem. Then when I listened to their story, they were fighting. They had a lot of fight, and the simple question that I asked them is, when was the last time you guys had sex? And they were like, the husband was like, I sometimes ask, and the woman, and the woman was also, he doesn't touch me, he doesn't make me feel what. Stop it. If you're not going to have sex, most couples who are not sexually active, married couples who are not sexually active, they are always fighting. Make sure that you have time. You make time to have sex with your husband. It is given, God has given us a stamp, guys, to say, hey, go and have sex, more sex every day. So if you're going to sit down and saying, I'm going to have sex on Friday and then on Saturday I'm not going to have sex, then there's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you. And you need to also stop overworking yourself, prioritize your sexual life. Believe you me, even if your husband can do whatever, you're not going to be angry at him, because sexually you are full. You are for intimacy. It's actually needed in marriage. Sex is for both men and women. I know these things, people don't talk about it, and maybe somebody is feeling like, oh, Malebo, why are you talking about this thing? We are married, guys, and we need to have sex education. If we as married women are not going to be honest, as married people, we're not going to be honest. Who's going to be honest? I'm being honest, and I have fixed my life. And I think if you also experiencing the same thing, also fix yourself, baby. All right, thank you very much. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll be posting a lot of these type of videos.